Hey guys, it's me, Sierra, and welcome to Mommy Makeover. Yes, as you can tell, this face is glammed up and I'm super excited about it. Let me go put my face on, say hey to my girls, and go on about my night. I hope you guys are having a good day, and if you want to get this same look, then please continue to the video. Okay, ready to get started. I have no face on. Okay, before you start, I like to moisturize my face, clean my face, moisturize my face. My face is a little red because of the beach, so yay. But yeah, I like to clean my face. I use Clear Pro from Mary Kay, but love it. Does wonders for my face. I use the whole kit, the whole set. Then I lip scrub and use the satin lips. So if you wanted to know, that is what I use. I don't use primer because of the simple fact that I already moisturize my face so well that I don't really need it. And I know there people are gonna be like, yeah, everybody needs primer, but you'll see with the foundation that I use. Professional. I'm just here to let you mommies or girls know just how I do my makeup. I get a lot of questions all the time. Oh, how do you do this part of your makeup? How do you do this part of your makeup? So I figured, why not go ahead and make one? So we're just gonna get right into it. Okay, so first, what I like to do is a little unorthodox. I like to do my eyebrows first, just so I just have that done already. Most people like to do their foundation first, their base first. I don't like to do that just in case there is any time to sit there and try to fix my face after I've already done it. So we're gonna go past that, and we're just gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. Fun fact, I just learned how to do my eyebrows, but they look like they're done right now because they're not. But anyways, down, I'm looking over here in this mirror, so you know step by step what I'm doing. So let's just get into it. Now, I use let me just tell you before we step their game up, I use quite a bit of stuff. Love it. I do use a pencil. I don't necessarily like the gel for my eyebrows. That is just me. I just think that it's just too dark for my brow pencil. It's in light medium, so if anybody wanted to know, if anybody's close to mine. So what I do is I'll start right here at the tip, and they don't have to be perfect because I do like to clean with concealer. So if it looks a little funny, it's okay. And you go down to where you want it to be. I kind of like it right there. Like I said, if you do happen to do it too thick, sometimes I do it too thick. Now, I will have to say, when I do this one in a second, it's going to be much more arch than this one is, just because this one just doesn't have an arch. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill it in. And I don't like mine to be super dark because, yes, I'm brown-headed, but I do have a little bit of blonde, so I kind of like keep it in the medium brown range to make it a little bit more filled in. I like to brush it. Plus it'll look more natural and not as like stiff like with your brow hairs. And I just like to do a little right here. And there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one and then we'll conceal it. It is okay that they're not twins. Mine sometimes are distant cousins. It is okay. You can fix anything with a little bit of concealer, ladies. Concealer is like my best friend. It works everywhere on everything. I like to think that when I do this, it kind of evens it out, distributes it more throughout my eyebrow, so it's not as just stiff looking. Okay, they look crazy right now, but just bear with me. So what I like to do is I like to use a concealer. I use this one. It's Jaclyn Hill's JH43. This is the Milani Conceal Perfect. This is my first time using this. Usually I'm true to Tarte. I love Tarte's concealer. I've been using it for years. I'm just going to put just a little bit right here on my hand. And as you can tell, there's quite a bit on there, so I'm just going to let it be. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip this into this concealer. And I'm just going to try to sculpt it. And it's okay if you can't sculpt it correctly. It does take practice. And I like to blend that in. Just pull it down. And I don't like really super thick brows. I'm just going to go ahead and pull it to my eyelid. I'm going back in here, dipping back into my hand. I like to tap it because I don't want it to be too much. Another thing, if you think, or if you cut something off too quick, and when I say cut something off too quick, you'll see what I'm talking about as I'm doing it. Make that into a little. You can always add more brow stuff. Like I'm probably going to say a lot. If you take it off, guess what? You can put it right back on. I mean, you're the one that put it on to begin with, so don't freak out if you're like, oh no, I messed it up. I understand that, you know, some people are in some time frames. What I like to do is go in right here, so again, it doesn't make it look as crazy. So I do like the more natural eyebrow look. I know it's probably not going to look natural, but... And now you see where I went up and there's a little brown right there. I'm just going to fix that real quick. And voila. This eyebrow is finished. I like the way it looks. They're not going to be perfect. Wear it the way you like it, you know. So now I'm going to do the same exact thing on this side. A youngin in the background, I'm sorry. This is a mommy channel, that is so. I like the little bit of thinner on the ends. I'm going to go ahead and go to my eye, put concealer on my eyelids, so it's a little easier for me to get rid of the little dark circles, because mommies, let me tell you, if you have a newborn, you know what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. You're gonna have dark circles eventually in your lifetime if you become a mom. So it's okay, don't freak out. I have dark circles and I just don't feel like wearing makeup that day, mommies. You know what I'm talking about. I'll wear, Mary Kay also has a dark circle remover. No, it does not remove them, but it does help to make them not look so dark. And that's what I like. I just got punched in the eyeball. Am I right? No, not the only one out there that thinks that. I had this forever. The Anastasia Modern Renaissance. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Tempera. The first one right here. I'm just going to dip, dip, dip. I always tap off. You see the excess fall out. I'm just going to put it all over. Kind of set it as my base. I'm going to go for a more neutral brown, playing with the browns a little bit with the Morphe 350 palette. It's dirty. I'm a mom. I use my makeup so it gets dirty. A natural palette. I like natural colors. I don't like to use all the crazy colors. Sometimes I'll pop a little color in my waterline or under my eye down here, but I use mainly naturals. Perfect palette for you. I would recommend this one as well. What I used for my base, I use the JH41 brush also from Jaclyn Hill. I do like them. I do recommend getting them. It's the JH32 brush, and I'm gonna go in color right here just to put it as my background base. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip into it, and I'm just gonna go in right here above the crease. Dip into it as much as you like until you get the color you like. I just want it to be, I don't need it to be too dark. Just enough to where you can kind of tell yourself that, hey, there's something there. Because it's just a blending shade. And just go until you feel comfortable enough with the shade that you have. Just a shading color. I'm going to put this brush actually to the side just because I want to have it handy for when I go into my blending. This little brushy brush right here. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of a darker color. I'm going to go in with this color right here. It's a little darker. Blend it out so it should be fine. Alright. Tap, tap. And then we're just going to put it right here in the crease. And it's okay if you do it a little darker than what I'm doing right here, because it's all in the blending. Don't really freak out if you don't apply it correctly. With the same color. And like I said, you're probably going to do this the same exact way you did the light brown. You're going to tap it, but you're going to put it until you feel comfortable enough with it. And I'm going to just take it, pull it up just a little bit, just because of the way my eyes do. If I do like this, you're probably not really going to see it that well, so I'm just going to pull it up just a little bit, not to the brow bone or anything. And I'm going to drag it over here. The same as that thing over here. And if you don't get it exact, that is fine. Do it until you feel like it looks a little bit like the other side. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go back and with the same light color that you used on your regular base, tap tap. And what you're going to do is, I like to use this for a blending. And I'm just going to blend, blend, blend. So it's not as dark, but it's in there with the other colors. Same thing over here. Key to doing a good eyeshadow is just blending. You might not want to do this if you gotta leave the house pretty quickly. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work on the lid. So what I like to do is I like to go back and use the same brush that we used in with the JH42 brush that we used to do the concealer. I'm going to go back, put the concealer back on my hand. Sorry if you hear a baby in the background. I am a mother. Daddy's on baby duty. If you're mommy, you know what that means. I'm going to do this little cream color. It looks white. It's picking up white. Again, I'm sorry if you hear the crying in the background. I am a mother, and his daddy is trying to control it. Alright, well, now what we're going to do is you're going to get the concealer on your brush, but this little cream color right here, I swear it's not white. Sorry. Alright, so what we're going to do is you're just going to put it on your lip. It won't pick it up. I was like, oh no. I'm telling them to do this. It's not even picking up. I'm going to go in with this brush again. Go into the cream color that I told you about. Tap, tap, and just pack it in there. Okay, let that be for now. It's going to look a little crazy, but we're going to go back in and blend. Listen, if you do makeup, you'll know your hand's going to look crazy by the end of it, because I like to, myself, I like to put it on my hand so it's easier. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to take the same brush that we used to do the dark color, JH40, and we're going to go back to the color that you used, tap it really good, make sure it's not going to be super dark when you put it on there, and now what you're going to do is you're just going to blend it with the little cream color that you put there on the corners, just so it gives it a little bit of dimension. doesn't look like you just put the concealer on there and just forgot about it. Just do it until it's blended really good together in the crease. And then just do the same thing on the other side. And that is your eyeshadow. Yay, yay. None of this has to be perfect. Just thought I'll throw that out there. It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as it looks good to you, you feel good about it, you like it, that's all that matters. Alright, now we're gonna go to eyeliner. Now, let's have a quick chat about this eyeliner biz, okay? I was using the Urban Decay liner. I liked it, but I felt the price for that eyeliner was just outrageous. Like, why would you pay that much money for an eyeliner when I could go to e.l.f. and get the exact same one for super cheap, okay? Super cheap. All about saving money. I'm all about, hey, what I can get that looks good, that I can make it look as close to the professional top brand as I can. Sign me up. And I'm telling you, moms, I'm signing you up for this. Try the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner. I'm telling you, if you like liquid eyeliner, try it and just let me know in the comments what you think about this eyeliner. Okay. Some people like to use gel. Some people like to use pencil. I, on the other hand, like to use liquid because it's just easier to maneuver. Again, your hand's gonna get a little messy because of the way I do it. You don't necessarily have to do it like I do it. You don't have to do anything like I'm doing it. But that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna try to get as little as possible. I'm gonna set that down. That's a mirror. I'm just gonna, cause you want to get a thin wing. You don't want to, or however you like your wing. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start from the end point, and I'm just gonna go up. And I'm going to go a little bit down, and I'm going to just pull. And what I like to do is I like to draw, make sure I have my lines all good and how I like it, and then I like to fill it in. Just so I know that, you know, it looks the way I want to without having to worry about filling it in too. Now you kind of want to be careful if you've never used liquid eyeliner before. Because one wrong move, and it could be a wrong move. Like a bad move. Like, just be careful, girl. Because when I was practicing to do my wings before I knew how to do them, girl, I was so mad. Make sure you get your waterline good too, because when we do the lashes, we don't really want any little lines when you look up. Alright, now be really careful with this part too, so you don't make the line thicker than what you want it to be. I like to use as little as possible and dip as many times as I need to, instead of trying to get a bunch on there and get it done. And there's your wing. Cute little wing. Alright. Now if you have my eye shape, the almond eyes, it's going to be a lot easier than somebody that has hooded eyes or rounded eyes. But don't worry, sis, you're going to get there. It's going to be just fine. Alright, now what you're going to do is obviously you're just going to do the same exact thing that you did on this side to the side. You need to go back, if one of them's different than the other one, or you need to go back and like kind of fill it in, you can. Because sometimes it won't connect as well as it does on the other one. Your wings. 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 But watch out, girl. You're going to be a bird and going to fly away. Alright. Next step is what I like to do. I like to do eyelashes. Alright. So before I started doing eyelashes, I didn't know what I was missing out on. But I will say, if you get to using eyelashes, falsies, whatever you want to call them, you're not going to go back to regular lashes. I'm just here to let you know. Because I feel for that same thing. I'm like, I'm just going to try it for a night out. Things going to be just fine. Well, guess what, Mom? It didn't happen that way. I got super addicted to them. And now if I do my makeup ever like this, I can't go without them. So just be aware of that before you go out. Go buy yourself your first pair of wispies and you think, oh my goodness, I'm just going to be a one and done chick. That's what's going to happen. I was the same way, sis. It doesn't happen that way. You're not going to get it like that. Unless you buy the wrong pair. Now, I thought when I was first starting out with my little falsies, I looked bad and bougie. Before I realized the natural lashes look so much better unless you're going out to, you know, the red carpet or something, or ignore the concealer. I'm messy. Anyways, I prefer the Ardell Wispies. I do buy them in a 5-pack. Don't judge me. They're cheaper to buy in the 5-pack than they are individually. So I like to do the Ardell Wispies. The original is what it's called. Now, this brand does have the natural lashes. So if you're trying to do a less glam style of makeup, I would go with that if you would like the natural look. Because they're not as vavoom, if you want to call that. But this is what they look like. You do your lashes, please check to make sure that they fit your eye, because if they don't fit your eye, it's gonna look weird and it's gonna look like you don't know what you're doing. I know by firsthand, these fit my eyes, but the other ones did not. So when you get them, make sure you measure them, cut them if you need to. Just make sure you lay your eyelashes down good, sis, so nobody can tell that they're not yours. Okay? Alright. So with this one, I'm going to pull it out. This is what they look like. They're super cute. Super cute. I love these lashes. They don't look as big as you think they look. To make sure you have the side. I used to do this all the time. That's why I'm just letting you know, girl, before you try to put these lashes on and you're just like, something doesn't look right. With these, you can't really tell, but if you use the natural ones, one side will be like choppier than the rest. Like it'll go from little to big. Young Sierra didn't do that. She just put them on and I was just like, okay. And one would be super thin right here and be really big right over here. And I'm just like, that doesn't look good. So with these, you don't really have to do that, but just kind of make sure and look, because you can kind of tell if you just look at them, if you've been doing lashes for a long time. These are just my girls that don't do lashes, so they don't know. I'm just here to tell you, girl. That's what I'm here for. What I like to use is, if you're starting out with the lashes that come with these little things, this little thing right here, good, keep that. I used to think, I'm not going to need that, I'm just going to throw them away. Another good lash is the Kiss lashes. I love the Kiss lashes too. This is what these come with, or you can just buy them. They're just lash applicators. I use this. Tweezers are easier to place them on your eye, and the applicator is to make sure your corners stay. That is the worst part of putting eyelashes on, is the corners, because the corners like to come up and it likes to get irritating, and then in the middle of the movie you're just over here blinking, your eyes watering up and you're just like, oh my god, I'm dying. Rip that bad boy off. I'm here to save you to where you look fly is when you went in the movie theater, okay? Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to pull this off. Be careful with the application too. They glued these bad boys down. I don't know why. They're trying to make it so difficult for us to get it off. I don't know. I don't make lashes. Alright, so what we're going to do is I like to try to pull them from the end. And if I realize that, oop, this is not going to work and it's going to mess my lashes up, then I'll move to the other side or try to get underneath the lash and pull it out. And if you already have your favorite set of lashes out and ready to go, good for you, girl. Alright, now you can tell this Side of the lash is gonna go on this eye. Like so. That's a cute lash, sis. Alright. My glue's messy. Again, I'm not gonna just go out and buy new products for this one video. So I use the Duo brush on adhesive with the vitamins, and I use the dark. While I'm doing this and letting this sit, I'm gonna let you have you a little talk, okay, about this glue. If you're first starting off and you've never done lashes before in your entire life, I'm here to tell you there's a white lash glue. The white glue turns clear, so when you get it on your eyelid, it'll be fine. The black is not so forgiving. The black will look like you were trying to do your wing eyeliner and you just missed and just didn't clean it. That is not a good time. That is not a good time to clean, because guess what? All this hard work that we just did to make ourselves beautimous, we got to redo it all over again. And sometimes we ain't got that time, you know? If you're trying to get yourself ready, your man ready, and you're trying to get the baby ready, you ain't gonna want to do this eye again, okay? All right. You're gonna set this, let this bad boy dry. What I like to do is I like to thinly do it and do it a little thicker on the ends, because like I said, it's going to be much harder for the ends to stick than it will the middle. The middle is fine. About 45 seconds usually. And what I like to do is I like to test it. And if it sticks a little bit, it's ready. If you don't get it in time on your eye, it's fine. Alright, now what we're going to do is I place mine in the middle. Try to get as close to the lash line as you possibly can. And then you're going to fix this in. Again, doing it as close to the lash line as you can. And then you're going to fix the back. And if you don't stick any of them in time, you can always go back over it. Sometimes mine don't stick all the way either. So what I'm going to do, being that I know how to do it, I'm going to make my brush really thin, and I'm going to go in and I'll put some glue under there. You're going to try to stick that close to the lash line as you can. And if you do it and you find yourself in a situation to where you get the glue a little bit above where it's supposed to go, fix it with eyeliner. So I like to use this little end piece right here. Just make sure that it's on there. Because like I said, girl, I don't want to be fighting my eyelash while I'm trying to watch a movie, okay? I'm going to go with this. And I'm going to make sure that it's down. I have my eyeliner, and I got a little bit of the glue where I kind of really didn't want it to go, but I'm just going to add a little bit of eyeliner. Now just move on to the other eye. Now we're just going to place this bad boy on here. Like I said, start in the middle, your way around. Have both of our lashes on. Everything's good to go. If you don't know what this thing is, it is an eyelash curler. Just make sure I have all of the lash. This also helps. Gonna give you a bigger lash if that's what you're in. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the bottom. Take that same blending brush, the JH40, and we're gonna use that same kind of darker color, and we're gonna go underneath the eye just a little bit, not too much, but we're just gonna go under the eye. I'm gonna start on the face. I like to do my concealer before I do my foundation. A little triangle Now, I don't know how well this is going to work, but you probably don't need to put that much. But they're just, it does smell like paint. I'm just going to put it over my little blemishes. I don't get very much acne very often. What I like to do instead of wetting the whole thing, it gets damp, but it doesn't get like fully wet. I like to use rose water. It's going to blend. Blends really well, actually, not gonna lie. I like this. Not bad. Wow, that went all over my face. I don't use a beauty blender to do my foundation base. I use the, again, Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH03 brush. I'm gonna use this brush, obviously. It's cute. Can we have a moment to talk about this foundation? Girl. Sis likes a full coverage foundation. Sis does not like to feel like she has a full coverage foundation on her face. Weightless as possible while looking as flawless as possible. You feel me? Okay. This foundation, girl, it covers absolutely everything. If you have redness, if you have pimples, girl, this Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Color is almond. That is for my face. It works wonders. I absolutely love it. Beauty blender, whatever. If you're using a beauty blender, what I like to do is I like to pump some in my hand because I don't like to keep going into the bottle. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 pumps. I know that's a lot. And I'm just going to do, and you may need more, you may need less. And then I just like, please sis, please. It's 2019. Hopefully by now you would understand that you need to drag down your neck. See, it looks really yellow right now. You're probably like, why don't you just use your beauty blender, Sierra? And I would tell you, because girl, after I got the brush, I was just like, beauty blender who? Okay. I look crazy. Looks a little yellow. With a really dirty beauty blender. I need to get invested in some new beauty blenders. I'm telling you, I don't use them enough to even buy them. I'm gonna just pat it in. And yes, there are brushes out there that make it streaky, but it could have been the way I was doing my brush too. So don't come at me in the comments, please. It looks crazy. It looks yellow. I get it. It's used as a baking powder, but this is not the baking powder. I use Honey Beige, the Airspun Honey Beige. Tap that bad boy. It's gonna get anywhere. It's gonna get everywhere anyways, but you know, as a powder. You're probably like, well, why do you do that? No. Did it one day and all the way look at my face, and it's a matte finish. The only places I like to shine are where I put my highlighter. You feel me? So we're gonna do that right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to listen. I should have got the light, and I'm probably still going to buy the light. But I have the Hula Mini. I didn't want to get it because, get the big one because I know I'm not going to use the big one for much. But when I do my friends' makeups, I use this one. I'm going to go in with the JH07 brush. This is what it looks like. Hello. Alright, now I'm going to start from up here. I'm not going to do this because my hair's covering that, obviously. I would say a little goes a long way with this because this also sinks into your skin. It also sinks into your skin, and I don't like it to do a whole lot. Do it with your chin because I've gained a little bit of weight since I had my boy. Your hairline, girl. Again, to the chin area. A whole lot of bronzer because I don't want to have that orangey effect to it. So now what I'm going to do, I wish I could tell you what this brush is. I don't know. Just use a little brush like this. I bought it when I got my first few brushes, but it works really good for what I use it for. Now I go in with the Naturally Neutral. Again, air spun is what I use. I'm going to tap tap because it's going to get everywhere too. If you have this, you'll understand. Dip it in my top. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I want to do it under my eye. This is going to get all over my shirt. This is just going to highlight a little bit where your face is. Look at it. This is getting on my shirt, y'all. Oh my god. So I can't have nothing nice. Put some right here. I normally put some up here because it's already set. I said we were going to go. Better Than Sex mascara. Better Than Sex mascara. Love this mascara. Now what I'm going to do, the only complaint that I have about this mascara is over time, if you use it for a while, it gets like clumpy. Alright. Oh girl, if you have a good lash, girl, oof, your man better watch out. Okay, that eye is finished. Whew, girl, let me tell you, oof. Alright, now you do something over here with this one. Am I right or am I right? Because I'm right. Now you can see my lashes from all the way back here, and it looks like 10 times better. Set mine for 5 minutes. I just set it until I get done with that. And then I do it. Still has the same effect. Favorite part. Oh my goodness. And Jeffree Star will probably agree with me when I say this. No, I'm not using Jeffree Star's highlighter, but it's a highlighter nonetheless. And I know he loves to shine like a diamond that he is. Whew. I'm a fan. Alright. I like to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. Yes, it's old. Yes, it's dirty. We've been through this. I obviously like to use the color Butterscotch. Can you tell? So we're just going to go in with that. I'm using my little mermaid brush. And I'm just gonna... Ooh! Ooh! Girl! Oh, you look good, girl. Oh! Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, as Demi Lovato would say. Oof. Mama. Oof. Okay. And then obviously the tip of your nose. Am I blinding? You're welcome. And then I like to do the tops of my lip and the very bottom down here. Okay. Little blunt brush like so. It's a little elf brush. And what I like to do is like to dip it in there and then do it on the inner corners. Because a girl got a glow, you know. Let the haters know you're there, but you just don't care. You shine with or without their hate. Am I right? Lips. I like a good matte every now and then. Because my lips kind of get dry. Even though I moisturize them, they do get dry. With this L'Oreal Paris. Oof. Surpiece. Okay. So, this is how we're going to do our lips. I'm going to look crazy, but it's okay. To line it like so. So our lips are done. Face is slayed. Hunty. Now what I like to do, rose water. A final look. So this is our final look. Hey. How's it going? I feel good. I feel cute. Hey, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down there in the comments below. If you use any of these products, also hit me down in the comments. Next video, any ideas? I have a few, but you're just kind of stay tuned. Please, 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 please like this video, subscribe, turn the little bell notifications on. I am new to this, but we're going to figure it out just like I do when I do. I love you, mommies. I love you, girls. I love you guys. You guys have a nice night.